What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Familiar sight over here. Familiar, huh? See,
It's been a little while.
It's been a little while since I've been down here. Down here at Austin's Drag Wire Solutions. They're getting ready to go drag racing. Look, it's up on the lift. Hold on a second. Let me let you talk to them. Hang on. Austin, what are you doing?
Well, I'm not wiring.
This is a wiring shop.
Sure, we don't do fluids here. I don't really know what to do with this.
That's that $20 a quart fluid running on the ground.
I'm for sure not going to drip it. Well, I guess
There's 2 drips.
it's about $50.
We better sop it up.
I'm going to scrape it up for sure.
That LAT fluid is amazing. It is good stuff.
It is really good stuff.
So he's just draining it out a little bit. Look, so something else. So y'all know Austin. Y'all know Austin.
Never seen me.
Drag Wire Solutions. If you see in my my comments down there, Austin is down in there. He has a YouTube channel also that he posts on very regularly.
Very
Regular.
regular.
Pretty accurate.
Almost daily.
So when you actually have a shop and you're busy, then you don't have you don't really have the luxury to post quite as much as
I'm telling you.
other people. That's what they do. So
It wasn't a problem at first, but now it's gotten a lot harder to do it.
it's good.
I should probably just like put a camera up and go live and just
Dude, that'd be
live
amazing.
all day.
Yeah, live in the shop. I'm telling you, live in Drag Wire Solutions.
People would probably love it.
Check this out. So they're getting ready for Lights Out Georgia. So this is some crazy stuff. Look at this. So what do you think about that titanium bell housing there, Austin?
They say it'll save your legs.
Is
Is
this a clutch car now?
It is not.
I have never seen a titanium
you
fully.
you saw where Brett's car, the converter, I believe, came apart on it.
Is that what happened with
It blew
his?
everywhere.
Oh, I
He
do
had a
remember
titanium
that.
bell housing, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
But if you don't, it can be a disaster.
Because it's open in the bottom. Like I have never seen a fully enclosed titanium bell housing on a torque converter
I
car.
guess the bolt together converters are bad for shearing the bolts eventually.
I know they got an O-ring in there too. So I mean,
When it comes apart, it's ugly.
yeah, that is not good. I do remember Brent having that issue, but I did not realize that this was an option. This is the first time I've ever seen a titanium one on a torque converter.
Bohr Racing makes the bell housing.
You said Bohr, B-O...
How do they spell
B-O-H-R?
Yeah, something weird.
He said it's super easy to get the torque converter bolts in.
Easiest.
Easy. I mean, it's like Bluetooth almost. You ain't got to do nothing. It's just absolute.
Yeah. I just put one in it. Really, it's so aggravating.
It's got one in it. Lance, it's got one torque. Lance, if you watch this, it's got one torque converter bolt.
It's got Loctite, so it's fine.
It's got Loctite, so you're good.
It's not going anywhere.
Now look, this is something else that's new too. I have seen people talk about this, but this is a Mark Mickey accumulator. It's currently leaking, but he's gonna have to address that.
Yeah,
And this is an accumulator. So essentially, why is that on there? What did they say it was
So when
for?
the line pressure drops below 150 psi, this has got CO2 on the back side of it that's pressurized. Goes below 150 psi, it pushes it into the transmission and raises line pressure and converter pressure back up. It's supposed to help the dip, like, because when you use the dump valves, all the fluid comes out of the converter.
Right.
So that right there, it's supposed to fill it back up quicker so it doesn't have that weird dip in it.
So it's just like an accumulator on an engine, essentially, except it's bigger on an engine, and if you lose oil pressure, it pumps in.
Exactly.
That's what it does. That's interesting. Yep. Be interesting to see on the data how that affects the data and what it actually looks like.
We had the same issue before where the converter would dump its fluid out. And
Right.
It can't fill back up fast enough. So hopefully this takes care of it.
That's awesome. So I don't know if y'all have seen under the back of this car, 90-inch rear end, 4-link stuff. It's a nice car, super nice stuff. Lance, I did not know that you had all this fancy stuff. I'm gonna need the back tire anytime we race, which y'all are way faster than me anyway. I can't run with y'all. This is a par big block. How many cubic inches is this one?
540.
It is a 540. Okay. So this was similar to Devon's then. Well, no, Devon's is bigger this year though. He said it was 557. I think he said.
Okay.
I can't remember. Maybe it's a 600. I don't know.
It's bigger. Bigger than ours now.
88 millimeter turbos. It is racing limited drag radial. Now, if y'all remember last year, it went down there. See the little burnt spots on the paint there.
Just ignore it.
had a crash, had an incident with the wall. They thrashed on it, got it back together at the track, and actually done pretty well.
Yeah.
And so this year they got it back together. Twin 88s, limited drag radial. What did you say limited drag radial is running now? You said like 380s, 390s?
Mid 380s now.
And
when we first got into it, it was like 4.0s, 4.05s, and we're competitive.
Right.
Now it just keeps getting faster and faster.
And so y'all have been, what did y'all go last year with it?
411.
411.
Had a 1.0 260 foot.
Oh, geez.
Which was getting it for a turbo car.
Right.
Which is just the top end. We didn't have any top end with the car.
All right, I got you.
But hopefully this takes care of everything.
They are also taking. Do y'all remember the blower car? That's a lot of y'all saw the big fireball on the dyno. Austin's like, why are you bringing back old stuff?
I'm telling you.
So it is going to the track as well. Now, Josh Davis is actually going to be driving that, right?
Yep.
So Josh is the one that was driving Devin's car for drag week. So they're going to be doing that. So Austin, if y'all don't know, he is a wiring shop. Primarily Holly, but you do anything, right?
Holly and Fuel Tech is the two biggest things that I do.
Are you doing a lot of Fuel Tech now? Is Fuel Tech
Yeah.
pretty
I
popular?
would say it's probably 50-50 at this point.
Is it? Okay.
When I first started, it was probably 20-80 Holly.
Right.
And now here recently, it's just been a lot more Fuel Tech stuff.
I got you.
So
he's got a lot of wiring happening. If you need anything wired, if you want to follow his YouTube channel.
we're actually we did Fuel Tech on the blower car, and we're putting Fuel Tech on the new car over there.
Oh.
Well, not the new car. It's the refurbished car.
The old 10 Soldier
The old
car.
10 Soldier's car.
That is camo. What engine is that one now?
It is a Noonan Billet LS.
That is not what was in it last time I saw
It
it.
is not what was in it. It had a stock block before.
That's not right.
It's a little different now.
You're right.
It's a small amount different.
No, when's that one coming out?
Pretty soon. Once we get back from the race, we're going to start on it.
Is it single
motor's in
turbos, twin turbo?
It's a single 112.
112 or 122?
It's the 112.
112?
It's not the 120. It's not the real
Okay.
thing. I think it's the 112.
I got you.
114.
Well, we'll show you that one. He'll show you that one also. So Austin, he does a great job wiring. Wired up my car. I've not had any issues with wiring on my car. Oh, you know what I should have done?
What, you got an issue?
Yes.
Not fair.
I've got, it's the wiring guy's fault. I've got a front wheel speed sensor from the TBM.
I saw that. I saw it in your video.
But I didn't I need to get you to put a plug on
Did we
it.
put a connector down there?
You've already got you've already got a connector there because we were going to use it for the front shock that I never put on.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can use that for front wheel speed though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because I got the laser ride height, so I mean,
Yeah.
I figured front shock I didn't need. But I should have brought that. I'll have to bring it next time I see you. He can put the new ends on it in like 2 seconds. If I try to put the ends on it, it's going to be wire nut. Speaking of wire nuts, is my old harness still over there?
It is actually.
Look, my old harness out of the
I've been
car.
cutting small pieces off over here.
Look, see, the harness lives on.
It's living its life through other cars now.
That's hilarious. Look, you should put, whenever you get a piece off of it, you ought to put a label on it, Turbo John.
I should.
That,
I cut pieces off of it. I'll just sell it. Like $25 for a little piece of wire.
That's funny. That's hilarious. So go check it out. Austin's got some Turbo John memorabilia of the
whole stack of it.
That thing was heavy. I mean, there was a lot of wires in that thing.
It was a lot.
It was a
There's
lot.
a big difference.
So
And we should have weighed them. I know we talked about weighing them to see the difference between what yours weighed and what the new harness weighed.
it was a lot.
And we forgot to do it.
Yeah. I mean, it was a
a
lot.
big difference.
It was a huge difference. I mean, it's crazy.
We shipped, I don't remember how much it weighed, but we did a whole harness for a whole car down in Texas. And we shipped the whole thing to them. And dude, that whole box didn't weigh, but it was like 12 pounds? Yeah. It wasn't much. That was the whole box. I mean,
The whole box,
harness.
the whole box,
The
everything.
whole harness.
That's insane.
It went to the motor, transmission, shock sensors, drive shaft speed. I mean, it was pretty much
And,
everything you need.
and he does have some good videos out there. And you see, this is the wiring table.
We destroyed it today.
Yeah, and he uses all this this fancy wire. What do you call this stuff?
Tefzel.
Tefzel?
Tefzel.
Tefzel. I can't even say it.
VEL.
Tefzel. That is so thin. It's so thin, but it's high current. It's high current and a thin outer shield
Yeah,
or
outer layer
that.
thin on it, yeah.
I mean, it's crazy how it does it. And then he does, he does it all. I mean, this is custom wiring harness. And then he pins it all out, and then, wow, it's amazing.
That thing right there is a new product that's coming out that nobody knows about yet.
Oh, I just showed a secret.
It's fine. Nobody. I mean, you can't tell what it is.
I don't know what it is.
That's our prototype. We're just using that really to like branch out and get measurements. We're gonna stick it in the car and see what kind of links we need.
Oh.
And then we're gonna pull it back out and build it.
I don't know what he's building, so you're gonna have to contact him if you want to see the secret.
We won't know.
The secret sauce. He'll show a video on it.
We won't know yet. We'll do a video.
Yeah, he's gonna do a video.
I'll do a video.
Okay, let me guess on what it is here. I have no idea. It looks like wire.
It's a bundle of wires.
It's a bundle of wires that are neatly put together, and yeah, I have no idea what that is. No clue. I know what this is. So this thing that PAR engine sounds freaking crazy.
That was a serious cold start.
That was cold start. That was the first cold start. That was the cold start. So right when I got here, they just got it cranked up, and that was it.
You walked in just in time.
I walked in. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. All right, guys, y'all go check him out. Good luck in Georgia. Y'all have fun. It's going to be
a good time.
It's going to be really fun. 2 cars again. It's a lot of work.
I took 3 last year.
Oh, did you have
I
3?
took my car down there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Are you taking yours now?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I broke the transmission first round.
Oh, that sucks.
It's all right.
Never ends. Always
3
something.
cars is too much.
That is a
We'll
lot.
stick with 2 cars.
That's still a lot. Now, so Josh is wheeling that one. Who's tuning that one?
Josh.
Or is he doing it all?
It's just Josh's car now.
Okay. So he's just.
Josh maintains it. He keeps it at his house. He's doing everything with it. He put bearings and stuff in it while he had it.
Oh, nice.
He just makes sure the car is right the way it needs to be. And then he's going to meet us at the racetrack with us, and he's going to drive it. Him and Hank Stubbs, they're going to share tuning it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And the
It's got
maintenance in
mechanical
between
injection,
rounds,
and
right?
It's got electronic injection.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So Hank is the master on the mechanical stuff. So.
I gotcha. Well, heck yeah. Well, good luck. Y'all have fun. I'm going to be watching for y'all. Hopefully, this one will go into 3s.
I hope so.
Now, is the blower car is it limited drag radio also?
Also LDR with that car.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. So what happens if they race each other? Who are you pulling for?
Put my money on the blower car.
Yeah.
Put money on the blower car.
Now, how fast did the blower car go last year?
398.
398.
398.
It's close, though.
That's turned down. That car's a handful.
Oh, okay.
It's stock suspension still.
Is it really?
Still stock suspension.
Triangulated 4-link.
Triangulated 4-link.
That don't make no sense.
It don't. It went Rockingham went at 990 something, 60 foot.
That's insane.
But when Houston was driving,
That is
they got
crazy.
out of there.
Well, hopefully, maybe he'll get some time to record some while he's down there.
Got to.
Look, I'm pressuring him. Look, right now.
You're gonna call me every day, but are you recording?
You
or are
record
you
it? Just
sitting there
record it.
doing nothing?
I tell people all the time, if you didn't record it, it didn't happen.
That is true.
All right,
It's not
guys.
recording, never happened.
All right, good luck. Go check them out, Dragwire Solutions.